We are right in the middle of a massive technological revolution, building AI that's more powerful and autonomous than we've ever seen before. But as we're building these incredible new tools, we have to stop and ask a really critical question. How do we make sure they're actually safe? So, let's explore how we can navigate this new, intelligent world without getting lost. Just imagine for a second, you have an AI designed to help you, maybe to manage your finances or automate business tasks. Now, what if an attacker could just subtly change its goals, turning your helpful assistant into an agent of chaos? This isn't science fiction anymore. It's the new reality we have to figure out how to secure. And what we're talking about here is something way beyond a simple chatbot. This is Agentic AI. These systems don't just answer your questions. They perform multi-step tasks out in the real world completely on their own. They can learn, they can adapt, and they can make independent decisions. It's a whole new ballgame. So yeah, this new frontier is incredibly exciting. Agentic AI promises to revolutionize pretty much everything, from scientific research to our daily lives. But, just like any uncharted territory, it comes with a whole host of unknown dangers. And that, right there, brings us to the core problem. The security frameworks we've been relying on for years. They're basically like old hand-drawn maps in the age of GPS. They were designed for predictable, static systems, not for this dynamic, learning, and honestly, sometimes unpredictable world of AI agents. This table really nails the issue. Look, frameworks like Stride and Pasta are foundational in cybersecurity, and they're great at what they do, spotting traditional threats. But the moment you face them off against an AI that learns and acts on its own, they've got these massive blind spots. They struggle to model autonomous behavior or account for threats that are completely unique to AI. So what are those blind spots? Well, they're entirely new categories of threats. We're talking about stuff like data poisoning, where an attacker messes with an AI's training data to manipulate how it behaves. Or prompt injection, where a clever user can basically trick the AI into ignoring all its safety rules. These aren't just new bugs, they're whole new philosophies of attack. And as Helen Oakley from SAP points out here, the danger isn't always some big, direct attack. An adversary can play the long game, slowly feeding an agent misleading info, subtly corrupting its memory until its goals are, well, they're no longer aligned with ours. That is a truly sophisticated and kind of scary threat. So, if the old maps are useless, what are we supposed to do? Well, we need a new one. And that is exactly where this new framework called MAESTRO comes in. It's designed from the ground up to be that modern compass for navigating the security landscape of agentic AI. MAESTRO is an acronym. It stands for Multi-Agent Environment, Security, Threat, Risk, and Outcome. And that first part is so key, multi-agent environment. It recognizes that these AIs aren't going to exist in a vacuum. Nope. They'll be interacting with each other, with us, and with a whole ecosystem of tools. MAESTRO is built on a few core principles that directly address those gaps we talked about. It focuses on those AI-specific threats. It demands continuous monitoring, because let's face it, AI is always evolving. And most importantly, it uses a layered approach to security. And to do that, MAESTRO organizes the entire system into 7 distinct layers. Think of it like defense in depth. Instead of just building a single wall around your AI, you're securing it from the core model all the way out to the ecosystem where it actually operates. This layered structure is really the key to the whole thing. It mirrors how these systems are actually built, which lets developers systematically identify risks at every single level, from the foundational code to the user interface, and see how a threat in one area could cascade through the whole system. All right, so let's take a quick tour through a few of these layers to see how this works in practice. We'll start at the very top, where the agent meets the world, Layer 7. This is the agent ecosystem. It's basically the digital marketplace where your AI agent talks to users, other AIs, and external tools. It's this bustling, dynamic environment where trust is absolutely everything. A threat here might not even be a technical hack, right? As this example shows, an attacker could just manipulate the ratings to promote their own malicious agent, tricking people into using it. It's an attack on the trust of the entire ecosystem. Okay, now let's dive much deeper into the system. We're going to peel back the layers to where the AI gets its information and builds its whole worldview. Let's jump down to Layer 2. Welcome to Data Operations. This is the AI's library, its memory, its source of truth.
It includes the databases it looks at and the RAG pipelines that feed it real-time info to keep its answers grounded in reality. If this layer gets compromised, the agent's reality gets compromised.
And a threat here is frankly terrifying. This is where data poisoning happens. Just imagine malicious data being secretly injected into the training set for a self-driving car. All of a sudden, the AI is taught that some stop signs, well, they aren't actually stop signs. The consequences are catastrophic, and it all starts by corrupting the data at this one layer.
From the agent's library, let's go one level deeper, to the agent's mind itself. We're now at the absolute core, layer 1. This is the foundation model, the LLM or some other core AI that acts as the agent's brain. This is the engine that provides all the power for reasoning, for planning, for language. Everything the agent does starts right here.
A major threat here isn't about crashing the system, but about stealing it. Through repeated, really clever queries, an attacker can essentially reverse engineer the proprietary model, which could be worth millions in R&D. It's the ultimate intellectual property theft.
So what Maestro gives us is a path forward. It provides a structured, comprehensive way to think about securing these incredibly complex systems. It helps us build AI that isn't just powerful, but also trustworthy. This slide really highlights the huge shift in thinking that Maestro represents. We're moving away from a mindset built for static systems where you just assume a human is watching over things. The Maestro way is built for a dynamic world. It's AI-centric, it's layered, and it actually models the complex interactions that define this new technology. And that brings us back to the most important question, doesn't it? We are undeniably building AI to be powerful, to solve problems we never could before. But frameworks like Maestro are a constant reminder that with great power comes this profound responsibility to build it safely. So the real question is, are we rising to that challenge?